As you can tell from the title of the video, today we're talking about a $1,000 prepper arsenal for under $1,000. Now, what do I mean when I say a prepper arsenal? Well, what we're talking about here is a good defensive rifle, a good defensive handgun, a good bolt gun for hunting, and a good shotgun for either hunting or defense. Um, so let's go ahead and get into this topic. Um, I did a lot of thinking and a lot of back and forth with this particular video. Um, Trying to keep it under $1,000 for four guns in itself is a little tricky. But then throwing in a bolt gun, a defensive rifle, obviously something semi-automatic, um, and uh, and then the defensive handgun as well. I mean, the shotgun's pretty easy, but those kind of stumped me for a little bit. But after thinking about it, I think I've made my choice on what uh, my four firearms are for under $1,000 for prepping purposes. So let's go ahead and get into this. First off, we're going to go with our bolt gun for taking down large game. Um, and there shouldn't really be a huge surprise here. Um, but my example of a bolt gun for under, well, we'll get into that in a second. But my example of the bolt gun that we've got out here today is the Mosin Nagant. Um, Granted, now these are a little more pricey than they used to be. Um, but we are going to uh, cap ourselves off at right about 300 on our bolt gun. Uh, try to find one for under that $300. You can find some you know entry level bolt guns for right about that $300. So that's what we're going to cap it off at, $300 for our bolt gun. I believe this one ran me 150, and then I bought the stock on top of that for another. I believe I got it another 150, so I'm right at $3 on this particular bolt gun here. So next on our list is a good defensive rifle. This one was a little bit tricky. My far, but you know if you throw an AR in there for $400, you're already at $700 on just two guns, which only leaves you 300 for the last two. So I changed it up a little bit and pulled out the Hi-Point 995, the Hi-Point carbine in 9 millimeter. Now I know 9 millimeter is a little weak in compared to some other defensive rifles, but for this, it does make perfect sense, and we'll talk about why in just a second. But for now, we're going to talk about price wise. We're trying to keep this uh, under $300 on our rifle here, which I think you can definitely find high points out there for under that $300 mark. Um, so next, we're talking about a defensive pistol. Um, And just for kicks and giggles, I thought, well, why not have your rifle and your magazine? So I broke out the Hi-Point C9 here. Um, at Hi-Point C9, now we've got ability of sharing magazines across your battle right or your defensive rifle and your handgun, which is really good. You can do the same thing with the if you went with a 40 caliber or even a 45 caliber, and do your rifle pistol in the same caliber, you can share magazines, which is really nice. Um, so next we're talking about price wise, our pistol. So let's do some math. So we got 300 for the rifle or the bolt gun, 300 for the defensive rifle. That puts us at 600. And then we've got 200 on the pistol, um, which brings us down to $800, which leaves us 200 for a shotgun. Now there's a lot of shotguns out there, good pump action 12 gauges that can be had for $200. Unfortunately, I don't have one that can be found for that. But just so we have something to take that position, we'll throw out the Remington 887 as our pump shotgun. As I said, this gun is a little bit more expensive than that $200 mark. I picked this one up for I believe 250. So actually, this brings me up a little bit high, but I did pick up the high point for about 140. So I am within that $1,000 range. But for this video, we are trying to keep the bolt gun under 300, the defensive rifle under 300, the pistol under 2, and the shotgun under 2. Um, so yeah, if you guys liked this video, go ahead and hit that like button down at the bottom of the page. And if you're looking at content I'm putting out, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. That way you won't miss the videos that I'm putting out. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching the video.